Hello, everybody. Welcome along to episode 29 of 29. Yeah, we'll make a big deal of it when we get to episode 30. 29 of my Disco Elysium playthrough, and it's a bonus episode because I am excited. We've made some good progress. The last couple of episodes have probably been two of the best we've done. The last one, we just bashed out loads of tasks, ticked loads of things off the to-do list, and yeah, made some general good progress when it comes to the main story. And I've been thinking about it over the weekend, and I just wanted to get back in. So I think this is going to be a 2-episode week. We'll see how that goes and how the rest of the week pans out. But we're here now. This will come out on Tuesday. I'm recording this Monday lunchtime, and I just want to play. I just want to play Disco Elysium, everybody. We've been playing it for months. I've had my ups and my downs, but we're in a good patch, so let's get back into it. I hope everybody's well. Thank you, everybody who has been watching the YouTube videos to this point. Don't know why I've clicked that. So we just spoke to Everett, and we know that we can get my gun back, but we've got to confront the pigs. But we can't do that until 10 o'clock at night. And I'm pretty sure it's just the morning now. Yeah. So we've got 12 hours to kill for that, and I don't think we can just read a book about birds for that long. We need to ask Ruby about the village. Ruby left the village and went up the coast, explored the coast for signs. Okay. So we need to find Ruby. Ask around, the locals must have seen her. So I think we do that. I think we just do that right now. These bits are mostly side projects. We need to check the monument. So maybe we'll go back via the monument, but I think we've already looked at that this morning. And I'm guessing at the minute we can't do any skipping. No, look, we can't move around. So we're talking about the fishing village, right? Why is this giant egg here? Don't know why I've only just noticed that. Or do you think there's any other interactions we can have in here with the very rich person? Because I do have a couple of things on my list.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Present a sound investment plan or present an investment plan that's sure to fail. 8% on that. 8% on that. Both conceptualization. Don't have any points available. Don't think clothes are going to make much of a difference, but we could give it a go. Very loud in here. Anything good for conceptualization? Boom. Oh look, I'm all weird. That's pretty cool, the way it does that in this area. Come on. Must be someone else. No chance if I'm just going to get one boost. I've got +2 boost, sorry. Because I've got a white shirt and a white jacket. Is that right? Like a doctor. Let's give it a go.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Why has it gone down? Before it said +3 for dress code. Oops. I've got +2 for conceptualization here, which you probably can't see under the camera. Fuck it. Let's leave. Ooh. Okay. At least I look smart. I haven't actually checked. My OBS is recording. You've got audio, you've got game audio. We're definitely recording. We're 5 minutes in. Nice. Okay, let's move OBS over there so I can keep an eye out on how long we're running for. got about an hour. I've cleaned my office today, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself, because the last week or so it's just, you know, when your desk, you just get loads of little notes of paper and pens. I had sellotape. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going in here. Had a coffee cup, a load of random stuff, and it was starting to get a bit dusty. And I've got a black desk, and if any of you've got a black desk, you know what it's like when you get when it starts to get dusty. It all shows up quite a lot, doesn't it? Oops. So I'm feeling good. I've had a good clean. I hoovered. I used some proper dusting, polish, whatever, and I hoovered. Cranked open the windows. Cracked. I didn't crank them. There was no cranking. I cracked open the windows. And now the weather's lovely. I've shut the windows, shut the blinds, turned on some lights. I'm sitting here in artificial light. But it feels nice and fresh. And that might be the most boring little anecdote I've told during these videos. Right, so we're going to go down the coast and ask about Ruby. The only issue I've got, really, is that I don't really know what the coast is. We do need to go and speak to... Probably need to speak to the art person, and also Joyce on the boat at some point too, right? I might do that now. And then if we've got time, we'll go and do Ruby stuff, because we've made a lot of progress on the main story. Ruby is the next person we need to talk to, but let's see if we can tie up some other loose ends and have some other conversations with people here. Let's see if there's another conversation to be had with the artist, because I sold their art.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours? Which coal room?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
It's not the nicest place. I guess I'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Cool.
Shoot, piggy.
Bye. Pointless. Let's see if Joyce has got anything new for us, because we've made a lot of progress. We talked to a lot of people since we had that pretty early chat. Joyce is fucked off. Great. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there. Well, that's where I need to go. Could have given me a lift. Can we use the map to go there from here? No. Need to be on the waterfront. Interesting. Will it let me do it now? No. But yeah, I'm having a quite productive Monday. It's one of those things. I had a few bits of work to do, and I did some invoicing, which was cool, but I don't have too much work on today. So I'm a freelance graphic designer, and I do some work in the podcasting industry and stuff like that as well. But you know, when you've got stuff in your head and like, oh God, the house needs to clean. Oh, I need to clean my office. Oh, I really need to do that. Oh, we're supposed to be going away and I need to research something. And then I woke up this morning, I was like, why don't I just do all that stuff? Because then it will totally clear my head and make me feel much better. Cleaning the office has been great. I've done a bit of cleaning in the house. Done some research into going away with my wife on her lunch break. And all in all, yeah, feeling pretty good. And I'm going to finish this video, do a bit more cleaning in the house, and then go and pick up my daughter. And I would have smashed the day. And then I'm streaming tonight over at twitch.tv/ad_ad_ad. Probably playing Rust. Okay. Should we look at some of these details? And how do we get up the coast? I suppose I wonder if the coast is literally where we were looking for those bugs. Maybe those children could have told me something. I'm not worried about that right now. Pressing tab every so often just to check if there's anything I should be looking at. Let's get over onto the coasty bit. Okay, this is where that tent was. This is my biggest regret of Disco Elysium so far, is not pursuing the rave with the people in the tent. Ooh. Nothing going on here on the coast. I wonder if I'm supposed to be going down the coast. Oh, look. Should be able to walk behind the church, really. Come on. What's this say? Maybe Pastoral Someone's trying to bring cheer into the world. Not now, cheer. Not now. Am I not going to be allowed to cross here? Because... Okay. For some reason... Okay. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Not going to go into the church because that feels like a past thing. Can't really do anything with Dolores Day. Now, does this count as the coast? I don't think this is going to be it. Unless they mean here. Maybe she's hiding in here.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Interfacing. Let's at least do the classic outfit change and see if I can do anything for interfacing. I've got +2 for interfacing already, and it's so low, my chances. By now I should be better at knowing what's what will help and what won't. And also what should help, like in terms of like smoking, drinking, doing speed. Gloves. So we've got interfacing +1. Why is that gone? Got a motorics base of +2. Yellow guarding gloves are just done +1. But I thought that's... Let's take those gloves off again. What? Sorry, I'm probably thinking about a previous one. Interfacing +2 for these gloves. That's good. Okay, let's see what difference that makes.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a
Can't be retried either, so let's leave that. I don't know when I mean, I'm never going to do enough to have a good chance there, though, am I? Now, in theory, this is all the coast. I don't think we're going to find Ruby here, though. Can't climb this. Bird. Feel like I'm on a bit of a wild goose chase running around this part of the coast. Ruby? Is this Ruby? Please let me cross here. Okay. I thought I was going to have to go all the way around. Kim, can we talk?
Yes?
Don't worry about it. Nothing new. I thought maybe we'd have something new to say, Kim. I was wrong. I think we're just going to be doing a walking sim for this stream, for this video. Oh, man. What other coast is there to walk along? And what other people are there to talk to? Slit in a concrete. Yeah, see, I want to get down to that sewer, but not going to let me. We've got more coast up here. Did we have to look at this again? Is that why do I feel like this is part of the task that we got? Check back the monument reconceptualization. Went up the coast. Explore the coast. This is the thing I'm getting confused by. What's the coast? Here. We've just looked around here. What other coast is there? I guess here. Look. It's probably here, isn't it? Here we can't even get to. I don't know if you could... Could you see my cursor then? Here we can't get to. It could be here, and we've done all around here. Anyway. Quick look up here, just in case. Not here, is it? No. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back to the little beachy looking coast. Don't need to talk to them, I don't think. So much running. I would love to go for a run in real life. I've had a couple of knee injuries recently, and it's really shit. As someone who used to play football every week and does a lot of other exercise and running and stuff. When you suddenly can't, it kind of sucks. Oh, seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Well, this was me, right? This was me. Well, I crashed that car. We learnt about that. Ah.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up, do you mean the scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
It sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of party goers here. Okay. Looks like they had a great time laughing there. Here, this was some kind of theatre to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like this? Probably a public danger. Looks like they had a great time.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Why has it zoomed me out to here? Is the game just gone really weird? Okay, the game did go really weird. Is there any more coast? I thought maybe it was telling me to look over at that bit of the coast. Where even am I now? I just pressed G to bring up the map. I'm not playing Rust now. If the fisherman shacks... I wish they'd make it... I know this is an old map. Where am I? I'm like here. I want to see this bit. Is that where I am though? There aren't any people on this coast. And I can't go any further down this side of the coast. This is literally as far as I can go. Can't click into here. So let's cross over to see if there's any more coast. Well, I don't think I can go down here either. Oh no. Am I about to have the least productive episode ever? I can't go this way either, can I? Okay, my only thought is... going to let me click. My only thought is to go back and speak to the old lady and those kids, because they're the only people we can see. Oh, and the other woman, the mother of the kids. Come on. Come on. God. And the homeless people. Let's go speak to the mother first. Anything new?
It's going to calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I don't really want to go on a date. Oh, look. Joyce's boat. So this is the coast. Well, this is good. I suppose at least we can have a chat with Joyce.
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Jetty. Hello, Mom.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
So, how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. You're in no danger, whispered. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. The place is doomed either way. I'm going to say you're in no danger.
That they don't.
Because I knew I'd get money.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Do you know how they discovered this place?
This fishing village?
No. They're in Celindian, Isola.
No, I don't know.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion? That's so me. 45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better, though. Oblivion, that's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me something else.
Of course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. How can I help you at this juncture?
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
We have time for you to tell me why you need a reality lowdown.
It's related to that medical episode.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Annoying. Begin with the first. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
Okay, and what's Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez. You mentioned a sea. What sea is this? Okay, the Martinez. What's Revachol? Sorry, that's Martinez. Tell me about another, perhaps even more. Okay, what's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
What makes it great?
History, detective. They built this city to resolve history.
Okay,
Our part in it, at least.
who built
Our
it?
centuries.
Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When did they build it?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
Okay.
By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people. In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're an unimportant part of an important place. So we're pretty much at the centre of the world. So we're on the periphery. So we're pretty much at the centre of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off.
Oh.
About
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we? Where are we?
We are where we are.
Ooh.
I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watches you closely as you scan the horizon.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Okay. You're right. I'll continue it
It's
later.
better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed.
I agree.
I'm always at your service.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of
The
teeth.
smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
You've got a predatory streak.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all a matter of where you get to file your teeth.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh, what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy. Hold that thought, Ad. Hold that thought.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Love that king. Fucking communists.
Which one? Actually, it doesn't matter. King Guillaume has always been my favourite. He could smell a PR disaster brewing. So he got out alive, and his nephew, Fricelle, got shot in his place.
Maybe we'll keep going down this. This is one of those things, though, where it's a very long chat about sort of deep lore in the game, and unfortunately I find myself glazing over.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen.
That's enough.
They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
What's this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Are you saying I'm ruined?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
Let me ask you something else. No, I meant that is this place here?
Is an unmarked micro-settlement on the coast of Martinez. It's lovely, really. I'm thinking of buying it.
Really?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
You both turn to consider the young woman. She's hunched over a net.
This place could use a competent manager.
There is regret in it.
Doubtless I'll be off someplace. Glad to have been of assistance.
Had to click through all that. I was bored. I just want to speak to and find out. I mean, I know I need to complete that task. I need to ask them more stuff about reality, but nah. Any other options here now?
The sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
Oh no, let's go speak to the old lady. I need to find Ruby. I just want to. To be honest, I just want to go more down the main story.
Our Canada, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
About the document you signed. Everett plans to muss you out.
Huh? I like to see him try. If anything, I am gonna muscle him out with construction noise.
She doesn't seem surprised by this sudden twist.
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And that youth center better be a good one, or you'll have trouble from me.
Trouble how?
I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect of such a force.
Okay. Okay, speaking of drunks, speak to them in a minute. Let's speak to the kids. Hopefully they're not drunk. Anything new to say?
The fluffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
then we're dead.
Fair. Fair, but it was good that I was able to ask the question. Let's ask the drunks. Come on.
Tequila sunset.
You seen a redhead woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay. What about the other two?
Don't call Abigail.
Have you seen a woman around here lately?
Abigail? Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable.
True. Okay, and this one?
The legend, he's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things.
Quite the business venture.
The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got 'em all cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
Impressive entrepreneurship, I approve. Money! I'm off. Oh,
Wumpty Dumpty.
I did it!
Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
I've got no fucking clue what's going on there. -2 on suggestion. Cool. Who else is there to speak to about Ruby? This is so annoying. What about the girl in the building? Is she still here? Maybe she'll know. And then well, maybe we speak to the man and son. Come on, give me some info about Ruby. At least let me ask.
Mister.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby.
Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or
Okay.
sometimes.
Kids.
Oh.
Bye.
Okay. Who else is there here? There's nobody else here. Apart from that guy looking at the building. So let's go and speak to him. What's the quickest way to get there? Oh, go back over here and see what that thought is.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yo. Ho. Sorry, yell hell. Yell ho. Kim, let's just ask him.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now.
We need to get into that door in the top right corner of this, but I've got like a 3% chance and nothing to boost it.
In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
Finished thought. Okay. We've established there's nothing up here, right? I enjoyed the prank phone calls we were doing. Feels like a long time ago. Have I just come to a dead end again? I've forgotten how I get around to where we're trying to go. Let's just have a look at this just in case anything's changed.
An old door worn by elements.
Cannot be retried is the worry
The
there.
wind has blown a sand.
Don't worry about it. No. This is going to be a wasted episode. Not a wasted episode, but one of those episodes where we don't achieve that much. Going to have to play again later in the week to make some progress. Here we go, up here. Please, do you know where Ruby is? Please.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
There's no one else to talk to.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years.
Step closer.
But above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing.
Can I go up those steps?
Of the edifice.
The ladder even.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Listen to the wind.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
What's the peninsula? I thought we've done... Are we on the peninsula right now? And if that fails and we don't find her?
If we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Okay.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Okay. Walk the coast, the bunker. Okay, well, we've done that already. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, good money. Let's see how this is updated at least. Return to the failed mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Okay, well it's basically making us look where we've looked, but since doing this, something might have changed. So let's have a little walk around the main bit of the coast again. Up here. You never know. Something's going to change. We hadn't actually looked here, had we? I just realised we hadn't even come down here. Those huts would have been perfect, but there's nothing to click on. I don't remember coming around here at all. We had money to park here, no one would pay now.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
We obviously did look at this because I've got stuff that I've done already. Okay, I mean this is taking us off the coast. Sorry, that's when I'm trying to press shift to run and tab to see if there's anything worth looking at. Could The instigator be inside. Well, let us in there. Why don't we break in and have a look? Keep walking around these potential sites. Oh. Oh. Nothing to click on. Do you think there's supposed to be something for me to click on? Something's gone wrong here, hasn't it? Let's run over here and then load. Why has this happened? Does that speak to Kim? Will that solve it? Not let me speak to Kim. Okay. This feels bad. Feels like I was supposed to have something to click on here and it's not going to let me, and now it's bust. What is going on with the game? Oh, I didn't know I could go under those trees. That was weird. Is there anything here? There's nothing here. I wish the map was more accurate. Let's click on this just in case.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap.
It feels
Poor
weird.
things.
Okay. Right, so that's that bit of the coast done. Now let's go back round to this bit, up through the middle of the church. Through this bit even. Now, I suppose one thing it could be telling me is that I need to get in here. I just need to get in here. But I've got... it's a red check. I can only do it once, and at the minute I've got, what, a 3% chance? I'm clicking on this just in case it gives me another option.
Just dead and died. Poor things.
Okay. Nothing I can do here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, everyone. I might need a call out to the lovely people who are watching on YouTube who've played this before. And maybe a little hint on what I need to be doing. I don't mind it. A little bit of backseating every so often. I see, if this was a white check, I'd give it a little gamble, but it's a red check and I'm not going to be able to do it.
Worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Let's check the task again. Let's go back to the Feld mural. Let's consult the wind, because I don't know what to do. Annoyingly, maybe I should have done that straight away when I had the option. Come on. Come on, wind.
The once bright mural towers above. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, It's winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay, well it's nice knowing it's definitely this building, right? What's this? Is that a pipe? We haven't had that option to look at that, have we, before?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building?
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe.
Oh, sorry, it's very dusty in this pipe.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
This is exciting. What's in there? Could we get into the felled building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
No, I just had to cough so much I had to mute my mic, Kim.
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes around the reeds and looks around.
The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
What's in there? Okay, so I've got a 42 on physical instrument. I've got a few +1s there, but what else can I do? I always find it annoying I can't change my clothes whilst in these situations. So physical. So hold on. First of all, look at these tools. Does any of this help with physical? You would have thought the jorts. You would have thought, you know, there's all sorts of physical stuff you can get up to in a pair of jorts. Shame, really. -2 if I wear the scented scarf. The vest for physical? Thought so. That'll put me up over 50%, will it? Okay. Hopefully that's enough.
Behind the pipe.
58. Do it!
Maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
I clicked. I missed the click and then I pulled up and my headphone cable got caught. Which, like, tightened my headphones onto my ear. You don't need to know that. Just click it.
The metal
Yes!
are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Yes, let's squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
Yeah, this is cool, Kim, because the episode looked like it was going to be a bad one, and now we've worked out what we're supposed to be doing, and we're going in. Let's go in. A new location. A new location. Now, usually I'd use this as a screenshot for the episode, but I don't think it's good to use for the YouTube. I don't think it's good to use something right from the end, because people will see it and be like, oh yeah, he gets underground, and then the whole episode, is he not going to get there yet? He hasn't got there yet. Definitely overthinking it. I don't even know what that thing just said then. Overturned table, crawling with mildew. Collapse nearly sealed the basement. Quainted office furniture, last century maybe. Brought down and forgotten so long ago. What's in here? Cash? Oh. I actually don't want to come up here yet. I can't see how that's stairs. Do you know what I mean? They just look like some logs in a cupboard. I don't want to go up there until I've looked down here properly. Documents. Series of thick, dusty panes of
This
glass.
isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Hey Kim, look, old cybernetics.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
So this is all that remains of failed R&D.
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Could this be part of the failed playbacks experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories.
Oh.
I hope you're not expecting to find a device here.
Oh.
You will be disappointed.
Oh.
All you will find here is pain.
Oh. And a jacket. Tell me I'm only going to find pain. I just found a jacket. Right, anything good round here? Something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. It's just me. I'm hyped. Tunnel collapse, you'll have to find another way around. Well, I just double clicked and it's automatically doing it. Oh, let's come back here and have that thought. Get louder.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing.
Kim, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Do you think it's a suspect?
Possibly. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do?
True.
We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
True.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We found out Everett's plan to take the harbour. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
We've still got a date with the pigs and my gun.
We absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100% confirmed. I fear you'll need your gun for this.
Okay. So do you think we should be getting the gun back before we proceed too much with this?
His hand rests
Maybe.
on his holster. It's not enough. You need a gun in your hand too.
Okay.
Your gun.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Oh.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Should I wait and get my gun? I've got ages to wait for the gun, though. I feel like there'll be people on YouTube in the comments being like...
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I feel like there'll be people on YouTube saying you shouldn't go yet. This is wild. This is so cool. Look at the guys. Continue.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now.
Shit.
Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
This is crazy.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Cover them?
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself.
Look at this.
It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
Oh no.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violence.
Oh my god.
It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Help, Kim, my brain's on fire.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right?
Oh yeah.
I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Keep your eyes on Ruby.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Just so you can see it all without my camera hiding that equipment.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
What's this goddamn pale anyway? How did you get your hands on this thing? Will I stay like this forever? Have you ever experienced the compressor yourself? This is all great, but let's talk about the man you killed. Please turn it off. What's the pale anyway?
The pale? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great. Let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Yes. Should I just destroy it rather than all the talking? How did you know we were coming? Let's find out some info.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards.
So you found my shack, huh?
I slept in your shack.
Not surprised.
I had a big shave in there.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Why hide the bullet?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
It was your girlfriend. She cracked.
Nah, she didn't crack. She's a survivor. If she told you anything, it was to save herself. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me. It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. I do it by asking questions, and I have
Like
some for
what?
you.
I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you like to hang out on any rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
What's so great about the antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the Merc?
Yes, I'm sure. In fact, the shot couldn't have possibly come from the roof. Otherwise, we would have heard it downstairs.
No one mentioned hearing any shots. And a rifle like the one used would have been loud. She's right. I don't think the shot came from the roof.
Do you have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
They did say you left to take a really long leak, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Why?
There's a secret way from the bar to the roof.
Don't know it. But also...
She frowned, studying your
The
face.
shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well.
You have a gun.
Something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
I can't quite tell what kind of gun it is.
A knocked-away AD front loader. Two-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Where'd you get it?
The gun store.
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Okay. There's other evidence I want to ask you
Yeah.
about.
Evidence.
Did you leave any flowers for Claudia on
No.
the roof?
Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
These weren't just flowers, they're symbols of revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
Claudia was mourning.
No, I did not.
Would you say Lily is a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Do you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I've got other
I'm
questions.
listening.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him. And there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
It's a good job I've got enough health here. If I die before this is over, I'm going to be quite annoyed though.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know that?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
I've heard of La Puta Madre. It's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
Yeah, of course. Are you scared yet?
You? No.
Okay, other questions.
Yeah. Other questions.
I think we do this now. I think we do this now. This is exciting. Why hasn't she noticed?
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell.
You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
I thought she was just going to do it then. I'm so pleased I'm not in a rush to go and pick up my daughter. Imagine. I do need to finish. I want to finish soon. I don't like to do too much over an hour, but this is good stuff, he says as a woman holds a gun up to her chin. Oh my God. Surely if I say, what are you doing? Surely I've got to do the convincing. I feel like the other two lead to her blowing her brains out. So 58% chance is better than 50-50. Here we go.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options.
I need to give her options.
You need to give her
what options?
You know.
I wish I could just let you go, but I have to follow protocol. Maybe I can still talk her out of it. Please, put your hands up. Just walk away. What, let her walk away? Maybe I can still talk her out of it.
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Well, if I say I let you go, I have to follow... I wish I could let you go. I have to follow protocol. Does she shoot? Or if we just let her go? Please, put your hands up. Just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen. The gun still in her mouth. Eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude. Doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you. I'll take it. I want to arrest her or keep her. I don't really want her to go, but I also don't want her dead.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant.
No.
And disappears into the darkness of the...
Good call.
Good call. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
Okay.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Points to the back of the cavern. Wow, everybody. Wow. Cooking utensils. She's prepared herself porridge bananas.
The
good.
plain red tent
slow release
stands
energy.
by dispassionately.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
Look at the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Take it.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like...
Didn't even let you finish. Read it. Read Ruby's journal. Oh my god, are we doing this now? I think we're doing this now. Are we doing this now? Are we doing this now? Are we doing this now? No. You're going to have to come back for the next episode. Yes! This is the first time I've done like a proper cliffhanger. You're going to have to come back for the next episode. We've done an hour and 15 minutes today. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to save this. But I'll save this in a second. Let's end the video first. Don't worry, I'm not going to play anymore. I'll be back for the next episode. Episode 30 towards the end of this week. Hopefully Friday, 10 a.m. That will drop if I record it on Thursday, if all goes to plan. I want to know what's in that journal. We've suddenly had really great progress at the end there and a really dramatic and really cool scene, which I really enjoyed. So seemed like it was going nowhere and suddenly big things are happening. This game is getting serious and I'm having a great time. So yeah, I'll be back later in the week. Thank you very much for watching. As always, like, subscribe, tell your friends, get on all your Disco Elysium forums and say, hey, some of you might be watching this guy play and he got a bit lost in the middle and a bit disillusioned and kind of secretly didn't want to play anymore, but he's pushed through and now he's loving it and it's all getting exciting. See if anybody else wants to come back and watch. But thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you soon in the next video. And yeah, I feel like I need a catchphrase, but I haven't got one. Bye.